Hey guys, Ralph from RPM Archery.
I'm Justin for PA Bow Hunting.
Here we are again, back in the shop. We're going to do a review. It's going to be a quick review on bows. The new 2022 lineup that come out from Hoyt and Mathews. I mean, they nailed it. I mean, just when you think they can't come out with something better, they do. I mean, it's just, my hat's off to them guys. So, I hope you guys got on last week or this week and checked out our video, gave you an idea what was up and coming. Every week we're going to try introducing something new, new techniques. And so what do you say we get into the new lineup of the bows?
Let's do it.
This is a new RX7, okay? The totally redesigned the riser on this bow, okay? If you guys haven't got to your local pro shop to check it out, do so, because I mean it's so much slimmer design. They had an awesome riser before, but what they did with this new bow is unreal, okay? It just, I can't say enough about it. Every year they keep going out and out and out, the new Picatinny rail system, it's basically, it's almost like it integrated right back into the carbon, but last year's it kind of wrapped around, this year's a lot cleaner. The new Vital Point grip, can't say enough about the Hoyt grip, and they changed the angle of it. It keeps the palm of your hand more centered into the grip, less torque an issue. I mean, when you grab a hold of this bow in a full draw, it becomes one with you. It melts right into your hand. Unreal. The HBX Pro cam, similar to last year's cam. They changed the cable track a little bit, moved it, and man, did it make it easier to tune. I mean, and I'm not joking. I threw a rest on mine, took it back there. I eyeballed the center shot in and went back there, and it was almost a perfect bullet hole. I mean, it was so much easier. I think you guys that shoot it this year, you're going to see that moving that cable track actually gave you a better sight window. Okay, so last year everything seemed to want a crowd, depending on your shooting style. Okay, and there's guys out there they tend to torque a little bit more than other guys. So that's going to say a lot in how your bow gets set up, how it gets shimmed, and might have to move the rest right or left. Depending on your type of setup. But the weight on this thing is unreal. Get into a Hoyt dealership somewhere, pick one up, and if you don't believe me, I think we do have one left over RX5, but to pick these bows up side by side, this thing feels like it's a pound lighter. But they really did an awesome job, dead quiet. I mean, it's 24% quieter than last year's. Last year's was really quiet. This one's really, really, really quiet. So, like I said, guys, if you get a chance, stop into your local Hoyt dealer, check out the new RX7. Hoyt brought out a carbon in the 34-inch version, the RX7 Ultra. They had 34 inches in the past, but nothing with a sleek, clean riser like they did this year. I mean, coming off of the RX7, the standard hunting bow, to this longer axle, weighing in at 4.3 pounds, it's unreal. I mean, this thing shoots, it's quiet. If you guys haven't shot one yet, I suggest you do so. The HBX Pro cam, move that cam track over, gives you a better sight window, easy to tune. I mean, they just keep doing it, Since Hoyt last year went to this binary cam system, the ease of drawing, a 70-pound bow is unreal. 70-pound bows don't feel like a 70-pound bow no more. I mean, they just draw a lot easier. You guys won't be disappointed. Vital Point grip on this bow also. That grip, I love that grip. I love the way that grip feels. It just becomes one with the bow. I mean, it's just really nice setup. Picatinny rail system, a lot cleaner this year. You don't have to your medallion off your bow. Hoyt has actually recessed that back in, keeping that slim design. Their new accessory line with their slimline quivers and stuff keeps everything right tight in against the bow. So if you guys haven't shot the new Hoyt, I suggest you get down to the dealership, shoot one. If you missed out last year, you don't want to miss out this year, because there again, they just knocked it out of the park. So the RX7 Ultra, you guys that like that little bit longer axle to axle, stop by and shoot one. Check them out. For you speed freaks out there that like speed, the RX Twin Turbo. Shot this bow when it first come in, and I could not believe this new cam. Which you can see, it's different. It's got 80 to 85% let off on this cam. You guys know shooting the turbo bows in the past, they was a little jumpy. Guys are familiar with shooting a spiral cam. That's what the turbo cam used to feel like. I mean, it would want to jump out of your hand. Not this one. You draw this thing back, and I mean, it comes over. It's a little stiff, but it's a speed bow. But man, when it locks in, it locks in. Guys won't be disappointed. There again, it's a nice bow to shoot. It's the RX series. You can't say enough about it. You know, I thought when I heard there was a new turbo coming in our package this year, I was like, oh man, here we go, another wicked screamer. It is wicked fast, but once you shoot one of these, you won't believe it. So if you guys like that extra speed, don't mind that little bit of a hump, which you can't if you like a speed bow. I don't care whose bow it is. If it's a fast bow, it's going to have a hump in it. But you guys will be really surprised how smooth this thing really is. So you guys that haven't shot the twin turbo yet, get down to your local Hoyt dealer, check them out. You guys won't be disappointed. The RX series twin turbo. Coming off of last year's awesome selling bow is the Venom Pro 30. Same concept as the RX7 HBX Pro Cam. Moved the cable track over, which allows you easier to tune. It's an ease to tune, and a better sight picture. I mean, the guys at Hoyt keep knocking it out of the park, putting it over the fences. Last year, you guys that bought the Venom, you had a Picatinny rail system, it bolted on the front of the bow. Well, they took and they machined it right into the front of the riser now. So it's there. There's nothing bolting on the front of your bow, nothing gonna come loose. Bow is very, very dead in the hands. They got the Vital Point grip on this bow too. I mean, just when you grab it, your hand just sets perfect, melts right into your hand. Dampening systems. Got that shock pod system like they had last year. Limb dampeners. I mean, it's an awesome shooting bow. 30 inches axle to axle. Bow does not feel like a 30-inch bow. Speeds on this bow, easy 340s for you guys with long drawing. Keep in mind, it was tested at 30 inches, but it's a very, very awesome shooting bow. Adjustable let off, 80 to 85%. It's a real easy to draw. I noticed the cam this year, maybe just a wee bit stiffer than last year, but still, for a 70-pound bow, you won't believe you're drawing back a 70-pound bow. Guys that haven't got out and shot one, I suggest you do so. If you didn't buy the Venom last year, Venom Pro is even better this year. So stop by the Hoyt dealership. If you're around one, if you're in Western PA, in the area, stop in here. Definitely take this thing back on the range, sling some arrows, you guys won't be disappointed. Venom 30 Pro, guys, check them out. Here it is, the Venom Pro 33. HBX cam system on this, it's a Pro cam system. They changed the cable track on it, moved it a little bit. It's going to give you a better sight window and an ease to tune. I mean, you can't say enough about these bows. I mean, they're built great. Vital Point grip system on this bow. I love this grip. This grip I like it. It's just pick up. I mean, you become one with the bow then. But the 33 is, guys like a little bit longer axle bow. The string angle, it changes it once you start getting into a shorter bow, that steep string angle. Some guys don't like it. 33, there it is. The bow don't feel like a 33 when you shoot it. The bow feels like 35, 36 inches. It just feels good. It aims good. You guys won't be disappointed. It's got all the years of Hoyt's been building bows since they went to this binary cam system. Just knocked it out of the park. I mean, it just draws super smooth, super easy. You got 80-85% let off. All you gotta do is adjust the stop back here. Myself, I like popping them little rubbers out. I don't want that sponge on the back wall. Pop them rubbers out, man, it just makes it rock hard on the back side. 1,500 dry fires. It's no joke. I mean, Hoyt's been known for that for a lot of years. Bow goes 1,498. Guess what? Back to the drawing board, find out where it fell. They will take it all. But the inline system on this bow too, the integrated rest, they put last year, you guys, the Picatinny rail system bolted on the front of the riser. This year, they machined it right into the front of the riser for you. So there you guys that have that Picatinny system sight, there you have it. I mean, it just can't say enough about them. So if you guys haven't shot one yet, get down to your local Hoyt dealer, check out the Hoyt Venom Pro 33. You won't be disappointed. Okay guys, new for 2022 is the new V3X. And there it is, 29 inches, axle to axle, dead in your hand. I mean, just when you think they can't do it, they just keep going. And Mathews did it again this year. It's a sweet shooting bow. You guys haven't been out to shoot one, definitely get out and do so. I suggest it. It's an awesome shooting bow for Mathews this year. The bridge lock technology, okay, you've heard everybody's wanting to keep everything in line. It keeps your bow more balanced. Mathews did it again, teamed up with Excel. Guys shooting dovetail, it don't have to be Excel sight. The spot hog sights are going to work in there. Your Sherlock sights, anything with a dovetail, it's going in there. Got your screws recessed right here, locks that in, keeps everything down the center. So really nice, and it's a good match with their slimline quiver. I mean, look at that quiver. That quiver is tucked in tight. It's not hanging out. It ain't gonna catch on stuff. You guys like to shoot with your quiver on. They got a two-piece. They got a single piece detachable. Me, when I get up in the stand, I gotta have it detachable because I gotta take it off because I don't shoot with a quiver on. That's just me though. That's just my preference. Their center guard kept it from the V3. Okay, that center guard, it's bent down a little bit. Well, that keeps that roller down in here closer to where your arrow is going through the rest at. So that, less torque, less stress, keeping it close to the center of the grip. I mean, it really makes it easy to tune. Mathews has always been easy to tune. I mean, I understand back years ago they had the single cam. If you knew what you was doing, all you had to do was rotate the cam a little bit. You could get that single cam to shoot, and there's still a lot of them out there today. That's telling you something. That was a great shooting bow. So if you guys haven't been out to shoot one, I suggest you do. There's a little neat feature this year they come out with, and I wasn't sure how it was going to be until I got my hands on it and I got to see it, but we're going to show you. It's called the SAS system, okay? Yeah, SAS system right here is all it is. It's just another cable. Well, you might ask, what's that for? Well, if you travel a lot to hunt, especially out west, and been there before, up to Alberta, I mean, bow shops ain't like they are around here. There's not a bow shop at every turn in the road. So you get up there, if you're going on a long hunt like that, you're definitely taking an extra string or extra cable with you, because guess what? We've all done that. Broadhead, for some unknown reason, cut the string, cut the cable, there you are. You're flown back in, 45 minutes by an airplane. You ain't walking out there to go to the bow shop. So this SAS system, it's really cool how it works. Let me turn it around this way. There's little lugs right here, as you can see on the cam. There's one there, and there's one there, that's for your string. There's also one down here, and that's to change your cables, okay? The only thing you can't change on this is the yoke cables. But it's very, very simple to do. Get that down underneath your string stop. Just put your hand on the grip, pull it in. There you go. I can take that string off, change it. I can put a twist in that string. I get my peep line back up. I'm ready to go. So now, and all you got to do to put that back on is grab your string. Oop, make sure everything's back up on here, because you ain't getting it off if it ain't. Keep that all locked in that string track. Pull that back in, relieves the pressure off of that, okay? Now I want to change the cable. Same thing with the cable. You're just going to pull on the cable this time now. Let me pull it up here. And that's a 75-pound bow I just did that with. Okay? Now I can take the cables off. Like I said, the only thing you're not going to change is the yoke cables on it. But like I said, for you guys that like to mess around in the backyard, you got your own paper tuner at home, you can definitely get it. And the thing I like about the Mathews is there's a hole right here on both cams, and you can actually get those lined up, you know, by either putting a twist in or taking a twist out. So that's going to get you close, even if you're out in the field, knowing where you're at. If you're like me and really anal about that stuff, I mark my cams. I take a pencil, I'll mark, if you look at my cams on any of my bows, there's a pencil mark both sides. So I know exactly where my cam was rotated to. So if something like that happens, I can put it right back to where I was at. So, SCS system, I mean, that was a slick idea. I mean, how many of us have just wrapped a string around the limbs, yanked up in the tree? Well, Mathews, they have their own system here. It's hooked right to the limb pocket. It's pretty cool. But like I said, everything in line, you can't beat it. Balance is better, it shoots better. I mean, it's an ease to tune, which they've always been easy to tune. So if you guys haven't been out to shoot one, stop by your local Mathews dealer, shoot the V3X. You guys won't be disappointed. Okay guys, new for 2022, here it is, the V3X in the 33 version. For you guys that like a little bit longer axle to axle bow, there they did it. You guys, the guys that bought the Traverse, here it is with the switch weight technology, bridge lock system, the center guard, roller guard. Yeah, they keeps getting better and better and better from the guys over at Mathews. Their grip, really like the grip on the Mathews. It just fits good in the hand. It's dead. Bow's dead quiet. A little bit longer axle to axle for you guys that are wanting a longer axle to axle bow. And the weight on this thing is not bad. Weighs in at 4.6 pounds. The 29 is just a little over 4 pounds. So I mean, there they are. They're just knocking it out of the park. But if you guys haven't shot the new 33, I suggest you get to a Mathews dealer and shoot one. I mean, they just keep doing it, keep pounding away at it. You know, they're dead in the hands. It's a great bow to shoot, guys. So get to the Mathews dealer, check out the V3X. All right, guys, there it was. That was a wrap. Quick review on the bows. I know there's been a lot of videos out there. Maybe it didn't touch on something that you thought I should have touched on, but it's our video. So, like I said, if you guys have not shot them, and I know you don't think bow technology has changed. I don't care whose bow it is. If you're shooting one of their older bows, go shoot one, because you won't believe it. The technology has changed so much. I mean, and we get to see it, you know, every year. It comes in the shop, you know, we get to see it. We think, oh man, it can't do nothing better, can't do nothing better, and boom.
It does it.
They do, you know. And I mean, don't get me wrong, them older bows are great shooting bows, but I'm telling you, the ease of drawing one back, we're all getting older, shoulders are hurting, you know. It's just, do yourself a favor, go shoot one, and you won't be disappointed. So, guess that's a wrap for this week. Stay tuned next week. Not gonna tell you what we're gonna do. I'll keep it a surprise.
Sounds good. Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate you for watching.
Thanks, man.